How did we what?
Eat, prepare food.
They had food for us there, but the food was thick with flies. And so many people were having a terrible case of diarrhea. I think my husband had to go about 30 times or 35 times the first night. But I don't think I don't believe I got diarrhea, but so many did.
And
So
then,
they got the horses out of the stable, and we were put in the stables.
and where was your destination after leaving Los
They
Angeles?
said that we had to go to Topaz, Utah, uh, because we were from San Francisco. So whatever part of California you were supposed to go to different locations. You want me to tell you something about Santa Anita?
Sure.
Well, after the barracks were ready, we were moved to these barracks. And the minister that baptized our family was there. And the cook, the chief cook of one of the mess halls, happened to know Pastor Nozaki, and he knew that Pastor Nozaki was a vegetarian, so he was allowed to make vegetarian meals with the assistance of about three other male members to help make vegetarian meals. One was Mr. Matsumura, the father of my son-in-law, and Mr. Yoshida, the two Yoshida brothers, and Mr. Iwatsubo. And we had to go to the mess hall half an hour earlier than the other folks. We were allowed to go and eat half an hour earlier.
Do you recall any tensions in the camp? Were people
Oh,
angry?
yes. There was some tension in the camp. Now, let's see, what kind of tension was it? There was some kind of tension.
Did anyone want to be expatriated to Japan, or were they still loyal to America?
I'm not sure about that, but I think after we were relocated to these various places, I'm not sure, but I think some Japan-borns wanted to go back to Japan, but I'm not positive about that. I think they were sent to Tule Lake, all those that wanted to go back to Japan, but I'm not positive.
What state is that in?
Huh?
What state is Tule Lake in?
I'm not sure.
Now, prior to going to the camps, you lived in San Francisco, and then when you came back, did you still live in San Francisco or Palo Alto?
We relocated to San Francisco. The pastor had a hostel, I guess you call it a hostel, and all those that lived in San Francisco, and some folks wanted to live in San Francisco, went to live in this hostel that the pastor had for us. My husband went first, and I went later. So when I got to this hostel, uh, uh, within a few days, a telegram or telephone call came from San Jose. Uh, this Dr. Lenore Campbell wanted me to come and take care of her house and her two children and to do some light cooking. I had never worked in anybody's home before, but we had to go wherever it was possible. So my husband and my youngest son and I, the three of us, uh, got on the train and went to San Jose and lived with Dr. Lenore Campbell in San Jose. Uh, my older daughter and oldest son were allowed to go to some college back east. And my youngest daughter found a place to work in San Francisco.
So when did you move next?
We stayed in San Jose for about, I don't know how long, maybe a year. And then someone in Los Altos wanted me. And I don't remember exactly why we happened to, I think Dr. Lenore Campbell wanted to hire somebody to do more than what I had been doing for her. So I think she asked me if I could find a place to move to. And I found this person that lived in Los Altos that wanted someone to come and take care of her house and do some cooking. So we left for Los Altos. This person had 12 acres on the hills of Los Altos. Dr. I'm sorry, I can't think of this doctor's name. He was in Japan, but he received this large property as a wedding gift from his mother, who was the richest woman in Morgan Hill. And there were, how many houses? One large house that was the house for this doctor and his family. Then there was a tank house, a two-story tank house. Then, oh yes, the mother's name was Cannavaro. She had her own house. And so when we arrived there, we lived in this two-story, we called it the tank house. And they had a nurse couple there that took care of the two children. Then they also had a gardener, and then they had my husband, I, and my youngest son. So we had a two-story house to live in, all the folks she hired to work for.
That wasn't Dr. Paddock.
No, that was Dr. Cannavaro. He was still in Japan. Then he came later, after the war. So we lived there for, I don't know how long it was. And then the husband said that this place was not practical to have a doctor's office there like his mother thought, and have a hospital there. It wasn't the right place for that. So he found a place in Gilroy, and he put his house, his property up for sale. Now the nurse that took care of the children, they went to Alaska, and then they came back from Alaska, and they decided to buy part of this property. And then we had to look for a place to live, so we went to Mountain View, and we lived at the Ogatas for a while. Then we had to find a place to live. That was just temporarily. Then we found a place on Orchard Avenue, and my husband bought this place, and I'm still living there now.
Somewhere along the line, they must have changed the rules about owning property.
Oh, about owning property, yes. This Mike Masaoka, who was in the 442nd, was it? The Japanese
yes.
Americans he joined the 442nd, and I think he lost a leg. He fought in Italy. He helped he did so many things. There was a JACL, Japanese American Citizens League, and he had a job, and he helped, I believe he helped those who married Japan-borns would not lose their citizenship. I think he had something to do with that. And he also helped the Japan-borns that wanted to become citizens of this country. And they became citizens through his help. And he was a lobbyist at Washington, D.C. for the JACL. And there's a book that he and his friend wrote about his life. He was, the title of this book was Mike Masaoka Moses. This book tells like he was like Moses.
Okay, well, I think we'll take a break. You have
Huh?
a good memory.
All right. Oh, there's a lot more. Oh, there's all kinds of things.
Okay.
Okay.